Welcome to the another part of book shopping cart series. We are creating this project in .NET 7 MVC, and this project contains the sum of the modules of e-commerce projects like displaying products, managing shopping cart, and displaying user panel with his orders. And it is not the first video of this series. If you haven't seen other videos, you can check out this playlist. If you don't know me, my name is Ravindra and I am your instructor for this course. So let's move ahead in this lesson. So now we are going to create a functionality for checkout. So what we need to do, first we are going to create a class inside this repositories folder, and so let's name it the order. Let's name it user order repository. That will be fine. And let's write here I user order repository. Press Ctrl dot, and what it is gonna do here, generate interface I user interface in a new file. So click on the first one and it will create a file for us. So it should be somewhere here. Okay, so it's here. That's fine. And okay, so let's close these two guys. Now open the program.cs file and we are gonna register our services here. So let's name here I user order, something like that, and it will be user repository. I'm doing it right now because I always forget it later and then I get error when I try to access this service. So I'm doing it right now. User order repository. That's good. Now let's close it and let's create a method here. So I'm gonna write here public async task, and I don't know the type, so I will define it later. Let's name that user orders. Okay, so it will be like orders equals to, and let's just say but. Here type ctor. Good. Now here I will write I user, let's just say database context, so it is application db context db. Press Ctrl dot here and create an assigned field db, and I'm just gonna remove this guy from here and putting underscore. Now we can distinguish this field and this parameter. So now let's write here db dot orders. Okay, dot include good, include, let's just name it to, let's just say orders. So let's go here in the model order. Now we have inside this key order details, so just copy it, and now dot where, and here we will write a condition for this particular user. So let's see how can we find the user. We have done it here before. Cart repository. Okay, so here we have this method. So I probably have to create, oh, sorry, I should have create a separate interface for this method so that I can use it in this class or in this class also. So but I did not did this, so guess I have to work with this. So let's just copy it. So where we were right now, okay, let's just paste that method here. Get user ID, and where is our cart repository? Here. So let's just copy this thing here, and let's just name it http context accessor. So http context accessor equals to http context accessor. That's fine. So I have to copy it right now because I'm not gonna change any functionality, and I'm not going to create a separate interface for just this one method for this small stuff. Okay, if you want to do that, you can definitely do that. Okay, so we need here one more thing, user manager. So private read only user manager application, sorry, identity user, that's fine. It will be user manager, and let's copy this guy and let's put it here and remove this underscore and type here user manager equals to user manager. That's now it's good. So let's move here and we can find the user from here. So user ID equals to get user ID. That's it. Let's just check a condition. If string dot is null or empty user ID, then we can throw new exception. Okay, let's just throw it. Why my keyboard is not working right now? Okay, my keyboard is not working here. So okay, now it's fine. Throw new exception and user is not logged in. So actually we are never going to reach in this condition, but for the safety purpose I am just writing this thing here. So that's it. And so now we can write here, so a dot user ID equals to user ID. Okay, and let's just see first, or it should be multiple orders. So I'm just gonna write here to list async. That's very good. And we can write here await. Okay, fine. Now we can say that I'm gonna return this kind of list. So I'm just gonna write here enumerable order. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so now we can return it from here. So return orders. Okay, so we are good. Now we have created this repository. So let's just close this guy. And okay, so I guess we need to change more. So okay, I can also do it like this: x dot user order detail, and we have to link more tables here. I guess let's see, we also need the, okay, it should be then include, and x dot book, we need book here also. Then we also need a genre or genre, x dot genre. I guess that will be enough: book, genre, and order detail. Okay, so what we have to do here, just copy this thing and paste it here. That's good. Now let's build this project, not product, project. So let's build this solution, and it is expecting me something. Okay, I will fulfill your expectation. So what else you need? Let's see. Okay, do you have any expectation right now? Let's tell me. Okay, build one, succeed, 0 failed. That's fine. So we have created this repository. Now we are going to create a controller here. So let's add a new controller, and let's just name it so let's create it an empty controller here, and let's name it to user order. Okay, now let's put the authorized attribute here so that unauthorized user cannot access this controller. So let's do some more other thing, user orders. Okay, so and let's create a view for this. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to create a folder here, and because it will take less time, user order, and I'm going to create a new view here. So view and empty view, where it is, cancel. Actually I have created this folder here. Okay, so add view, razor view empty, and let's just name it user orders. User orders, I guess that should be fine. Go to view. Okay, we are good here. So we can do it later. So first of all, just type here constructor CTOR, and right now I order something like that. I order, what was that? I user order repository. Good. So user order repo, press control dot, create and assign field. Now what we can do, we can put underscore here, just remove it here, put an underscore here. Okay, so we are just injecting this service to our controller. Now let's type here where orders equals to user repo dot orders, and it should be an async task. So just type it here, close that angular bracket here. Now we can write here await. Very good, very good. Now we can go to the view, and what we can do some hacks here, and we can just copy these things and paste all of these things here, but here will be order, and let's just take model dot order details. Actually it is not an order directly, so it is an enumerable order, because let's go here, and it is an enumerable order, so it is a list, so we have to write it here, order. Okay, so now we can check that model does not equals to null, and one more condition here, model dot count equals to greater than 0, then model dot, okay, so it will be enough, model dot count, let's just say model dot count, okay, greater than 0. So why it is giving an error here, I don't know, so maybe it's not an error. So I guess now let's see. So what we are going to do here, just change it to my orders, very good, and I guess we need to do one more thing here. So where is our models? So it is our models order. Okay, we need to connect our query to this order status table also. So let's go to repositories, home, where is it, cart repository, user order repository, and we need to include one more thing here, include x dot order status. Okay, so first let's comment this guy also, and let's remove this checkout section from here. Okay, so anyway, so let's comment these things. So right now let's just focus on my order. So table class equals to table, sorry, let's just say no order, it should be no orders. Okay, so here we are going to put all of these things from here to here so that they will not distract us. So now it is how our table looks like. Okay, and actually I am going to delete these things, otherwise you might get confused what is happening here. So let's delete this thing, and it should be look like this, if blah blah blah. So let's create a div inside div. So if it is happening here, we will create a table. Where is my div? So let's remove this div also. Okay, so if model is not null and model.count is greater than 0, then we will create a table, otherwise it will display no orders. Okay, so that's the scenario here. Let's type here h4 my orders. Okay, so here we will have a table class equals to table stripped, that's it, tr th order date. Okay, order date, and we will have this thing th one. Okay, what is happening here? Okay, so right now what is happening, I'm not used to this keyboard, so that's why I'm getting so many errors. So another one will be order date, order status, that is very fine, and let's just say th order date, order status, and one more thing. I guess that will be enough. Actually we should have create an order ID, but we didn't create in this one, so that's it. Order date, order status, it will be enough. Here tr, let's just put this tr inside a for each loop. So for each where order in orders, not orders, model. Okay, now here we will have this thing and we will close this thing here. Now we will have two tds where we are just gonna display order dot order date, order, sorry, it was a create date dot to string, and let's just say dd mm yyyy, and here we will have this order dot order status dot status name. Okay, now let's do one more thing here. What we can do, just we can check that if order dot order detail doesn't equals to null, and order dot order status dot count, not status, order dot order detail dot count is greater than 0, then we will display our order here. So right now let's just put an span here, and we will just write, we are just writing here order details, and we are gonna display these order details later. First let's see what we can do. Now how can we call this method, from where we are going to call this method? So we are going to go here, site identity, pages, account, manage, and here we will have this index somewhere. Okay, it's index page. Okay, so here inside this index page, let's see, we have what we have here. Do we have this phone number, something page. So okay, let me find manage nav page.cs. Okay, so let me find index, email, change password. Okay, so let's run this thing first. So it is saying that order status does not contain the book. Okay, so let's put it here. Okay, it was an error in user order repository, so we are gonna move it here. So let's see, do we have any errors? First let's build this project, then we will move further. Okay, so we don't have any errors right now. So now we are here, so let's click here and we have these 4 things here: profile, email, password, two-factor authentication and personal data. And when we go here, we have the same thing here, I guess. Profile, email, change password, download personal data, external logins. We have a lot of options here. So let's just see where we can find this section. Email, profile, email, account / manage / index. It should be here. Let's just see, manage navigation. Okay, so we are here, I guess. Yeah, fine. So we have to go here, manage. So here, let me show you here, inside this identity, inside here area, then identity, then this page, then account, then manage, and this manage nav. Okay, so let's try to create a link here and let's add a new nav here. So it will be nav link, and let's remove this thing. Okay, and this id thing, or okay, and this thing also. Just type here plain old href. It should be user order / user orders. Okay, and we can type here my order. So let's save it and let's wait. Actually it should be my orders. Let's place a space between them. So here we have this link, my orders. So if I click it here, then what we are getting here, view title, something like this. So let's go here. Okay, so we have this problem here. Let's press okay. Now let's remove this thing, we do not need it here. So these are my orders. Okay, okay, so I do not need this thing right now. Here we should have this manage layout, index, view data, active pages. Okay, let's close it. Now it is how our orders page looks like. Okay, and if we click here, so we have this section here right now, which is this. So what I'm going to do here, so let's just type here button type equals to, it should not be button, actually it should be anchor tag, and let's just write here a class, sorry, a href equals to this class equals to btn, let's just say secondary, and let's name it to back. Okay, now let's see what will happen here. So first we have to wait for it. Yeah, now I guess it has refreshed. So let's go here. We have this back button, but not in a great position. So let's put it here, and let's add one more class here. Now we can check it. So okay, it is looking very dull, so let's name it btn primary or btn dark. Might look good. Let's just see. So btn dark is also not looking that much great, so let's just name it btn primary, and let's see how that primary button gonna look like. So after that, what we are going to do, we are going to display here his order details. Actually, we can create a separate page for that, and there we can display all of these order details, but I'm not gonna do that right now. It should be just fine. If you want to do that, you can also do that. So it's totally up to you. Modify these things according to your need. Don't depend on me or anyone else. So now let's, here it is a back button, and it is not going anywhere. I don't know why. Okay, so here it is missing. Okay, so now let's go here again and let's press. Okay, so let's me refresh it. Okay, user order slash identity slash, why it is not working, href account slash manage. Let's press this thing. Okay, so if I inspect this element, okay, so this thing is not getting refreshed right now. I have to press Ctrl S and wait for it. Okay, so let's do it. Very good. These are my orders. I can back from here. Okay, one more thing I have to do is let's do it 100%, and then I do not need this margin auto. So it is what is happening here. So let me explain these things. Here is our div. There's nothing to explain, but I guess it might be confusing. Here I have put a backlink here so that we can back to that page, this page. So here is displaying my orders, and here we are checking some conditions. Here is our table tr, and here is our for each loop, and yada yada yada. This is td. Okay, and that's how it is working. Now we will display our order details here. So right now what we are going to do, first let me close this, and let's shrink this thing. Go here into the sorry, not here. Just close it and views, cart, get user cart. So let's copy this table section. Okay, and okay, let's copy this guy and go here, and we are going to paste it here. So let's see what it is saying. Table element. Okay, So let's see. Can we do this? Can we do this? TD. Now we are pasting this table inside this new TD. So we will create one th here. Okay, so now rather than doing this, we will do here order dot order detail. Now here book name, image, etc, etc, and okay. So now let's run this program. Okay, so here is my order, date, pending, and here I am displaying this thing. Or it could be much more better. Let's see how can we do that. So let me see how can it be better. So if I see, let's just cut it here and let's create a new tr here inside new td, and here we will paste a table. So let's remove this thing. Okay, and let's paste it here, and it should be okay. It is getting confusing right now. So here tr we will have this thing here. Okay, so it is the architecture right now. Here we have this table. Sorry, so we need to remove this guy also. So what we have done here, we are creating a new row, and inside that row we are pasting that table, and we are checking that condition here. Okay, so here is our table. So that's it. Now we can also do one more thing here. We can display this thing here as a total. So let's see, let's create one more row here, and let's see where we can put that row. Okay, so we can we create it here? So let's just see if order dot, okay, so we can't do it here. We can do it here. Let's paste this thing here, and let's cut it. Let's put a td, and here we will have total. We will have this one more td, and we will have this total. Okay, and it will be not model but order. Okay, so order slash order detail. dot select this. So what is happening here right now? So let's move from here. First we have this thing. Now we are displaying here order. Now we are checking the condition. If model is not null and model.count is greater than 0, then display this table, otherwise display no orders. Okay, so here we have this order date and order status, and here we have this for loop. Okay, so we have this for loop. Inside that for loop, first we are displaying this row is displaying create date and order status. Now below this row we have to display a whole table inside a new row. So we are creating one more row here. Inside that row we will have this td, we will have this table. Now we have this tr, and here we are displaying these set of ts. Now we are putting one more for each loop here so that we can iterate over these order details. And here we are just displaying here this thing. Okay, so I guess we can cut this guy here, and let's see, we can paste it here. Okay, so here in the top, what we are doing here first. Okay, so let's go from here. So we have this table, this row, we have this for each loop. Good. Inside this for each loop we are displaying the total, sorry, not total, the create date and status name. Now we have this if condition. If order detail is not null and it should be greater than 1, its count should be greater than 1. So if this condition satisfied, then what we are going to do, we are creating a new row. Okay, inside that new row we have these two rows, and what these two rows are doing, first row is displaying us total. Okay, so it is displaying us total, so it is the first row. Now it is the second row is just displaying us this, what we say, image, sorry, th sections. Now here we are repeating multiple rows with this for loop so that we can display our order details. So it is what happening here. We have this tr, then we have this td, which is displaying book name, and here we are displaying image, we are displaying genre and price, quantity. Now we are calculating the price. So let's move it here and it to here and it to here and this td to here. Now it is looking more compact right now. Now we have this thing which we do not need, plus minus thing. Okay, so we have removed this thing, so we have to remove this action also. Book, image, genre, unit price and total price. So that's how our user orders view looks like. So let's run this and let's see it is even working or not. So let's click on this hello zon@gmail.com, click here in my orders. Okay, now I know it is not looking that much great, but it's okay. Here we have this total, and inside this we have these details. Okay, so if we have one more order, that row will be appended here at the bottom and those details will come under this. Okay, so let's go here and let's add one more item and one more item here, Okay, so let's go to the cart, do the checkout. Now let's go here and go to my orders. So we can see that I have this order which have these details, and this order which have these details. And yeah, so that was all about the orders. And you can do much more thing here. First thing you can do here, that you can refine this design and make this design more beautiful and accessible. And other things you can do here, you can add a search bar here, so you can add a filter here. So you can add multiple filters, like you can filter it by date and you can search it here, and lots of things can be here. We are not going to cover it right now. So if you are following my videos, you can do these things easily. I have created several videos on that, and I have done it before, so you can find those things in my YouTube channel. And one thing I also want to say, that if we go here, that you can see that these entries are directly coming from the database. We haven't defined any entry system. So what you have to do here, it is a task for you. You have to create the entry system for these products. So you will have a genre section where you will add, update, delete, or delete these genres, and you will have one more section which will manage the books. So you can add books from there, you can see the list of books from there, you can edit the books, you can delete the books, and do it same with genre. So those two sections you have to define by yourself. It is a task for you. So, and those things will be only visible to the admin. So admin can add the book and genre. So only admin can manage the book and genre section entries. Okay, so I have already defined the role based authorization in the earlier videos, so go there. And if you want to see the whole videos on the, let's just say, if you want to see more detailed video on the authorization, you can check it out on my channel. I have created videos on that, so you can follow that video. So let's just type here, let's just see. Yeah, admin section is working fine. So it is admin login. So you have to define here a link, here some links like add books, or sorry, add genre, so genre, add books, so books, something like that. And you will manage those things from here, from the admin section. Okay, so those things will not be visible to the user, so it is your task. So that's it for this project. I hope you enjoyed a lot and you have learned a lot. So if this video was helpful and if you liked this tutorial, please do some things. You have to do few things. First one is you have to like this video. Other things you can do, that if you have a friend circle that is also shares the same interest as you, so you can share this project or these videos with your circle. That might be very helpful to me. And if you haven't subscribed this channel, you can also subscribe it, so that you won't miss any these kinds of videos in the future. Okay guys, that's it for now. See you next time.